Yo, what's up, late? I almost said lady. I mean, yeah, kind of. Got halfway there. Hope you're doing well, Sadie. Forgot you have Mondays off, right? So this is gonna be freaking epic. Forgive me. I just got hit with the craziest headache right before starting stream. Ironically, I saw it coming, so I already took some medicine. So I'm hoping it will like level out right before we get started. I'm excited for tonight. I actually wasn't gonna stream today, or like I wasn't planning on yesterday. Wow, my Minecraft music is so quiet. Let me turn that up. There we go. Working on drawing horses with Aaron Blaze. Huge. Why do I know that name? I think because you've mentioned him before in your pursuit of drawing. Oh, that's loud. Jump scare. You're right. I have so many tabs open, it's disgusting. I decided to do my mod layout a little bit differently. And that's questionable, to say the least. In fact, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Now my question is, do you remember me? I remember the profile picture. I remember the profile pictures, Igo, but unfortunately, I do not, and I apologize. Or maybe if I click on your channel, let's see. Let's see if I can remember some stuff. Straight up just black screen 3 years ago. Okay, I know. I was getting noticed for streams. Heck yeah. You could turn those off if you need to. Probably, and he's also done a lot of work with Disney. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. I think Bear brought up Aaron Blaze, actually, then. Blaze. The Art of Aaron Blaze. I love this. Wait. This YouTube channel is adorable. Especially like the... Oh, this is awesome. I've heard of him, but yeah, I haven't watched his stuff at all. Very cool. I made an animation once in a server. Animation once in a server. In Delano server? I'm trying to piece it together. Like, I don't want to be like caught in a lie. Be like, oh yeah, I remember you. But I like him. He really goes into all the details, the bones, and the muscles in the horse. Very cool. That's the thing. That's why I loved Lesson 5 with horses. I think that was some of my favorite, other than probably the coup. Oh no, the Okapi. Yeah, I feel like a magician when drawing along with this course. I know, right? I don't know, but I'm inspired by the dedication and stuff. Huge, yeah, thank you. That's why we're here, right? Oof, that's loud. I need to get it together with this music. But yeah, no, I mean, we're gonna keep streaming at least until I'm done with Drawbox or my hands fall off. And even then, I'm gonna keep streaming. I'll figure it out. Draw alongs. I bought a course when I was younger. It was a Udemy course for $15. And it was like how to draw an eye, or it was how to draw. And the first like thing that you did was an eye, like a hyper realistic eye. And so I followed along, and of course the result was great because I followed along. But anytime I drew anything else independently, I was like, what the heck's going on? And so in a way, I would almost consider that art course a bit of a scam, because if you're not really, but you know, like, teach me how to draw, not how to draw an eye, right? Teach me the fundamentals. Teach me what I need to know to draw anything. And here's where the pitch for Drawbox comes in. Yeah. Started the work on the combo YouTube and Twitch chat thing. It's turning out to be a lot more work than I expected. I wanted to use Flask for the local web server, but I realized that for optimization and making like asynchronous chat messages and stuff better, I should probably use Fast API and some other stuff. Still Python, but yeah, it's gonna take some work. And then I played Minecraft for like way too long today. After stream, I still have to work out and then do laundry, so I'll get to it tomorrow. I don't blame you. I feel like so many of us fall into this trap of thinking we have to copy drawings enough until we're memorizing how to draw it from imagination as beginners. Yeah, and you know, yeah. On that very same note, we expand our visual library, which works really well. Yeah, Ooh, what should I draw? Maybe you'll remember my art style. Ooh, that's a great one. Hey, what's up, Penguin? How you doing? Uh, what should you draw? My friend's, okay, this is specific. I was asking my friend for stuff to draw earlier today, and he gave me, I don't, it's a Final Fantasy character. Let me look this character up, because it looks awesome. It looks so freaking cool. Um, I have to look it up real quick. Ifrit. Ifrit. Ifrit from, that's really cool. I'll put it in chat there. Ifrit from Final Fantasy is very cool. I want to draw whatever it is. I have no idea. If not, I was looking like traditional samurai armor today, just cause I felt like it and I thought it looks cool. So some like traditional armor, samurai, very Kim Jong-gi inspired, like brush pen type beat. If you don't like either of those, then I'll give you something a bit more mechanical. Um, I think like a sewing machine could be cool. That's tough. That's really tough. Ifrit, heck yeah. Ifrit is so cool looking, guys. I'll pop a picture of Ifrit on real quick actually here, right? I wanna try Ifrit. But I also need to change my PureRef size because I overdid it a bit. Ifrit eating soup. There you go. Heck yeah. Can't ask for anything more than that. Already, yeah. Just as an example for everybody, this is what Ifrit looks like. Very cool. I'm loving everything here. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, we'll go back to here. I have an affinity for like dragons and stuff, lizardmen and all those kind of like fantasy races. Mainly the lizards. I can't wait till we have the YouTube Twitch chat plugin. It's gonna be so awesome. Look, way cooler than the reference that I found. Yeah, so whenever the little this thing comes up, I'm muted. It's to help me not forget that I'm muted, and it's for you guys. If I'm muted for a long time, be like, "Hey, Kavel, you're stupid." You know what? Can I gift? Or no, I probably can't give like channel points, but I would love to like give channel points if people like catch me on that. Not to like incentivize it, you know, draw, focus on your own things. But it is very kind when people are able to like, "Hey, so this thing's wrong with the stream." Like, "Oh shoot, oh frick, oh man, I need to sweep." I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm yawning, a big headache. Oh my gosh, guys, the promptathon is coming up. So freaking excited for that. We can maybe even do one with digital. Probably not. I haven't cracked open the CSP book, textbook that I got or watched Ruben Lara's videos on it, but those are yet to come. I'm excited. Cool, cool. Well, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:15 p.m. Central Time. I hope you're all having. I had a nightmare the other night that I said just like I did my intro and I just straight up said where I lived, like my full address. And I don't know why I just reminded myself of that. That was like a while ago. This was a couple weeks ago during finals. Yeah. Anyways, like I had 3 nightmares in like 2 months about streaming. It was so weird. But yeah. So without any further ado, we're just gonna kick off the warm up sesh. And in light of my nightmares, I'll check my camera before in studio mode before I. Oh, did I shift? Oh no. Is that better? Yeah, it's a bit better. my camera's a bit lopsided, but hopefully you guys don't notice. Now you're gonna notice because I said it right. Anyways, cool. So, yeah, without really any further ado, let's get warming it up. Yeah, so today was a pretty decent day. Just played some Minecraft. I slept in later than I wanted. Mainly a chore kind of day. Lots of chores. I'm cool with that. Chores give you a very nice sense of like purpose and everything, I guess. Makes me feel like I've done something in the day, which I have. I've done chores. Oftentimes I find I need to slow down in the summer. So like I get all this free time and I have all these things I want to do. Ay. Wow, it looks so lopsided. Stream unwatchable. I'm sorry, I failed you guys. I didn't bring my auto leveling desk and mic setup. I should have bought that during the upgrades. I made phone calls today that I didn't want to make and made zero progress, but I attempted them at least, and that's the most important. It sucks when you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call the auto shop or something, and then yeah, what kind of soup are we thinking? I got two options for you, and the rest of chat can also help with this. I'm saying a tomato basil, like a little leaf on top, whatever it's called. Is that the basil? I don't know. And then like a grilled cheese, or like ramen. Ramen would also. Ramen's not a soup, but you can't really go wrong. I just give you my like two favorite liquid meals right there. So, but given it's Ifrit, probably something hot, right? Like something spicy. So, ramen would be on there. Look at this line work. Tomato soup and grilled cheese, 100%. This is good. Heck yeah. I wish I could write notes on people's like YouTube and Twitch chats because I can see their history and there's mod notes on Twitch. But because it would help me remember people more. I could be like, oh, this person does this, or this person's working on this. In fact, I may start doing that on Twitch. Because yeah, let me check the YouTube mod thing. Yeah, I could also yeah, I can't do anything there. Oh, can I even? Oh yeah, there's the viewer card, so if I go into the studio over here. Sadie. Oh, are there? Mod comments. Yes. Cool. Wonder if they could see mod comments. That'd be funny if I was like, this person's really annoying as their mod comment, and like they saw that. At the restaurant I worked at, this always happens at every restaurant, I feel. Someone put like on their ticket, like very annoying, do not interact or something like that. Or like we'll just put like insults on there, and guess what? It will get printed on their receipt if you don't do it right, which I mean, just don't do it in the first place. Like, it's much more cathartic to just sit in the back of the kitchen and rant about a customer. Than to put on their ticket that they're a jerk. Are you also ridiculously good at rendering? Like, are you drawing animals? Or are you going to conquer the line art and move to color later? I'm not good at either, but my goal, I'm gonna worry about color later for sure. Because the way I've seen people talk about learning and addressing these things is, you know, first your fundamentals of line and form, right? 3D space, understanding that conceptually. And then once I get that down, rendering, the like rendering Q, I'll call it, is first like understanding you know, line weight and value. And then from or like, you know, your silhouette of course needs darker lines depending on the situation, right, etc. Right? That's just an example. And then from there, probably composition. Maybe, even though that's not totally a rendering thing. I guess it's an overlap. And then light. Light is like, before I even look at color, I want to study light to a ridiculous degree. Because all of the pros I've seen talk about color and learning color They're like, please, for the love of all that is good, start with light, understand light, and then bring color into the scene. You could have bad color theory fundamentals and get away with more if you have very good light skills. Meanwhile, it does not necessarily transfer the other way around. So those are the goals. But yeah, first I want to get pretty well acquainted with the fundamentals. Yikes. I've been drawing more backgrounds recently. Huge. That's something I feel like a lot of people avoid or neglect. So it's really good that you're pursuing that. I, for one, am one of those people. Backgrounds are very tough, especially for a person like me who's very character and object oriented. I don't really want to spend the time to think about what's in the background unless it's a part of the like original idea I had. So constructing a good scene is a very valuable skill to hone. My goal at this point in drawing is to do so much fundamentals that I get to a point where like I'm tired, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, and then do a tiny bit more. Yeah, I normally am pretty character heavy, but it's fun. Heck yeah. It's just so fun to draw characters. I just realized we're almost at stream 400. Oh shoot, we're gonna be at stream 400 in like 2.5 weeks. Frick. that's that's a lot. Shoot, I thought we were like at 320. I'm not joking. I thought we were like 330 or something. Frick. Shoot. Oh, this should have been. Hmm. Well, my initial guess was pretty darn on there. Oh, here, I asked Bear a question. Let's see if we're cool to talk about it. General. No, Bear hasn't responded, so we'll wait on that. Whenever I do these tick marks, I also need to start looking at the VP a little bit strongly. I think we're gonna take tomorrow off from streaming. We haven't had a break day in a bit, so I think it's well worth taking a itty bitty break. Shoot, what? There we go. That's more of what I was expecting. Ay, ay, ay. Well, wow. Okay. I will leave that there. It's a scar. Cool. Yikes. Oh, yeah. Speaking of organic forms, Sadie, excellent work on your organic forms. I think like the improvement is pretty night and day with your newer ones. I recommend you try and draw this guy. It's great. Heck yeah, I'll try it. I will do that either after stream or just for funsies tomorrow. I'm not sure what medium I want to use, or like, do I want to use brush pen? Do I want to use fine liner, pencil? Ay, ay, ay. I'm sorry for yelling. Jump scare. Fine liner jump scare. That's definitely attack. Hey, what's up? Actually, okay, gotcha. Oh, that was a very fast switch over. What's up, Rig? Hope you're doing well. Hmm. Going well. How about you? Pretty good. A bit of a headache, but other than that, we're here. Haven't caught stream in a few days. Docking points. Nah, you're fine. We don't take tally here. As long as you're doing something that you like for an hour a day, that's all we really care about. Ooh, overshot it a bit. I found that on a slanted table, as the one we're working on here, holding my wrist at a bit more of an angle, twisting it. So I'm usually right here, but I'm twisting it like this. That gives me a bit more of a confident line. I'm a bit less shaky. We're gonna experiment with this. It doesn't necessarily improve my accuracy, but it feels a lot better, much more precise at least. I use a 20 by 20 drawing board on my thighs leaned against my desk. There you go. That's like very traditional. Like I feel like they did that in ancient Rome. I normally use guidelines and stuff, but when I don't draw, it looks like I traced it or something. Wait, wow, I'm reading this so wrong. Okay, Zygo on YouTube, by the way. This is Zygo on YouTube. I forgot to say. I normally use guidelines and stuff, but when I don't, it looks like I traced it or something like I used to do on paper. You know, like shine light through it and stuff, which makes me kind of proud. Huge, but I didn't, and it makes me proud. I feel that. Yeah, I'm very curious once I start drawing digitally about like how to do longer strokes that I see in these pieces or things like that. Um, these nuanced, like I see these very big, awesome drawings, and they have these extremely long strokes that I feel like could only be accomplished with a lot of technical skill or physical skill, I should say. I don't know. Technique. There we go. The wrist turning habit needs to be. My guess is they zoom way out, but I could be completely wrong. Connecting tapered strokes and or zooming a smaller on the screen makes sense. Yeah, we have the branching method, so it is possible. Yeah, let's try doing ellipses by twisting our wrists a little bit more. Yeah, a lot of bowing didn't hit our mark. Feels weird. I'm not sure if I like this. You could use a stabilizer if you drill pretty fast and it normally ends up straight. The hard part is getting the line to go where you want it, of course. Ghosting moment. I love art, or a reason why I like pursuing art, other than all the other reasons, expression, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, um, is the technical skill. It's so impressive. It's so beautiful to see someone who's just like mastered the craft and just not only has the like technique to make it look effortless in drawing, but then the creativity, like watching videos of Kim Jong Gi, right? I have a more spray and pray approach. That's valid. It's a problem. Yeah, everyone has their own method to the madness. I've seen some like testify that they like the just spam spam spam, but it is a very like gambling behavior. If you were to ask me personally, it's like it either works or it doesn't. Control Z, right? I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. I made sure to like drink slowly this time because like the past several streams, I've choked my own water. So let's see, how do I want to do this one? Let's have this be further away. Sorry if I'm talking too much. No, don't be sorry at all. It's very hard to have this massive lava dragon holding a tiny spoon. Did you finish the cylinder challenge? No, we are still on it. We are on cylinder 170 something. 171, I think. Or 173. Yeah. So we're in it for a minute. It's going to take a bit. I wish I finished it. So I don't need to twist my wrist as much when doing ellipses. Something to think about. I do a little bit. But yes, Zygo, completely free to talk as much as you want in chat. So long as it isn't distracting you from doing your own drawing. I'd feel bad if that was the case. The super skinny ones are a bit difficult for me. Stopped midway through lesson 4 and I need to return to it, but I already completed the cylinder challenge early. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, because you can, like, once you do the box challenge, it's not like there's anything that's saying, like, now is the time to do the cylinder challenge. And in fact, in some ways, I kind of wish I did it in between. Actually, no, before lesson 4. Actually, not even. Because lesson 4 for me, it was the sphere. The sphere, that is what I learned, or like spheroids. Is intersecting, squishing, stretching, all the stuff with spheroids. That was like my big thing in that one. And just really conceptualizing the turning of form in 3D space. That was lesson 4 for me. 5 was that and extended, more complex forms, and especially observational drawing. More specifically, using observational techniques, mainly plumb lines and negative shapes, negative space, to help place my 3D forms. Let's do a plane. And we'll call it that for the warm-up. Gonna twist our wrist a little bit more. Yikes. Eh. Alright, sketch done, kind of huge. Yikes. It's always these longer lines. Plus, I think I just lost focus for some reason. Cool. Very fun. So, that being said, everybody, we're going to go into our BRB. Take a sip of water, get all that stuff. You guys go get some. We'll have a water rant once I get back. The like bi-weekly water rant. But yeah, so with that being said, I mean, yeah, I say with that being said too much. Okay, be right back. And we're back. Cool. Also gonna check some stuff real quick. Take a quick brain breather before we get into it. I haven't checked the Drawbox Discord in a minute, so I've been slowly scrolling through everything. Yeah. I completely lost my train of thought because I was looking at the art technology channel, which we all know what's always happens in there. Very surprised to see the community gaming thing so full. I really need to be better. I used to check the Drawbox Discord all the time, and I still do. But I need to do it more. There today, yep. It's always AI Gen, right? That's like, or Gen AI, sorry. That's what I should say. It's nice to see the conversation about AI going through without people name calling being yours. Oh yeah, no. Because like there are some great opinions in there. Now, have there been people who have done that? Yeah. And of course, scrolling through, we'll never escape the people who like go into Lieutenant General with no role, and they have like the new icon, and they just like at somebody. That's actually part of the Patreon bingo list. And the Patreon chat, they pinned a bingo board of like stuff that people do. I'm not gonna share it, but I think it's very funny. Oh, the promptathon's coming up soon. I'm so excited. Wow. Oh yeah, we're about to hit my personal 2-year mark of Drawbox, which is very cool. I'm 2 years old. Probably gonna take me about 2.5 years total to complete Drawbox. Mainly because of Lesson 5. Primarily because of Lesson 5. But hey, who knows? We could take 3 or 5 years depending on what 6, 7, and the remainder of a 250 box, a 250 cylinder. I'm in the World Ends with Art server. Huge, yeah, Delotto server. Feel free to toss what you've been working in there. I'm about 6 months into Drawbox. Huge. Gotta respect your elder, Sadie. Come on. Give me like money or something. I don't know. I don't know what that entails, but I love what people post in the Well That Went Fine channel too. And even in the Well That Went Poorly. Because most of the time it ain't as bad as they think. Get affiliate. Is there a way to turn off donations and stuff? Like completely, or is Twitch very money hungry and they don't let you do that? I've never used Drawbox a day in my life. Hey, I recommend it for everybody, whether you're experienced or completely new. I've seen people who are like arguably some of the best artists I've ever had the chance to like even interact with on the Drawbox server doing it to improve. I mean, an artist who I really look up to, Mickey, in the Drawbox server. They are a crazy experience going through an actual art school, but they're also doing Drawbox on the side because there's stuff to learn. I think they're probably pretty hungry and don't let you turn it off as long as you're an affiliate. Gotcha. Okay, well then I'll like incur punishment if you sub. I'll time whoever subs me out for like 5 days. And then I'll ban them. And then I'll unban them a day later and time them out again. Oh my gosh, I've been missing out on the figure drawing channel with Soko's art. God dang it. I've been forgetting to check in on that. Soko the goat. Oh my gosh. I do love a ton of people's art in the Drawbox Discord, and so I don't want to single anybody out or like saying if I don't say your name here, I don't like your art. No, I love tons of people's art. I get genuinely excited. But oh my god, Soko and Mickey's art, every time I see it, I'm so excited. And even at this point, Canoe too. Because Canoe's pulling out some bangers. I swear, when I first started Drawbox, I didn't like see much from Canoe, and then out of nowhere, this person's art. I don't have their permission to show their art. Sadly, I would love to. Hey, what's up, Zygo? legit, I would love to show it, but yeah. The person you look up to, like a name or something. Oh yeah, here. Mickey. I'm not sure if Mickey or any of them are comfortable with me sharing their stuff yet. Uh let's hold off on that. I will. I spoke to Konoda VC and a Chemo or Kimo. Is it Chemo? Chemo sounds weird. And now I hardly see him anymore because we're on opposite sides of the world. Gotcha, gotcha. This is also really cool to see. Like, there's people all over the world in Drawbox. Chemo, gotcha. That is a bit strange, isn't it? Anyways, let's stop yapping. Or, well, we can keep yapping, but we're gonna head over here. Okay, wrong button. I've been streaming for 2 years, no, a year and a half, and I can't press the right button. Um, cool, dude. It doesn't help that I change my keybinds like every other day. So, okay, cool. Sounds like chemo. My parents are like, what? Are you okay? Yeah, I don't think any parent would take too kindly. Be like, yeah, so I'm doing chemo for a month. You're like, oh my god. And you're like, yeah, I'm trading acorns with people. And you're like, what? Wait, what? Wait, Sadie, did you go auto-modded? When did this happen? 7:43. I didn't even see this. I did a whole new layout on the Twitch stream manager just so I could see automod and mod queue better. And I didn't even see. I'll allow it. There you go. Boom. Out of context. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Love it. But, there's a lot of people I love seeing their art from, and if I ever get a blue sky on Instagram, I'm instantly following them. Automed said no bullying. Yeah, it said aggression. It said you were stopped for aggression. Not that. I just feel like it's a funny word. Okay. So, we actually have a good lineup here for overlapping critique lines, which is something I've been trying to do passively. And such a restriction kind of helps us think about our box before we draw it. What was I doing right here? Should have been like this. A much larger degree. Interesting. Why did I do that? That's like, I felt good about these line work wise. They weren't too terrible, but this is so bad. Like, I could totally see. Let's do a, like, because like this was a larger degree it's supposed to be. And that was one thing we said 2 streams ago is we should start evaluating our cylinders not just by the technical what's happening, but logically, okay, well, this ellipse must have a higher degree because it's further away. And moving away, right? Further away, and like being foreshortened, yeah, not on top of each other. Further away on the x-axis on the flat page. There we go. Anyways, let's try to go for a big degree again because that one's kind of upsetting me. Let's make this face even smaller, this face larger, so we're going to be turning it away from us more. And I don't really care to foreshorten it too much, and we can make it a bit stubbier. I'd say putting it probably right here would be okay. Because then we can have a VP land. Oh no, because that's going to overlap, isn't it? I mean, it's bound to. These are pretty much at infinity. So if I could have it rotated like this, which is a bit strange. Or I could just toss it in the corner. Have one here and one in the middle. I'm thinking. Hey, Zeko, don't feel free, of course, or I'm not forcing you to put your art in the Discord, but toss an art share whenever you're finished. I'd love to see it. Anyways. Large degree this time, not messing around like that one. Even smaller face right here, so we're getting still close to 90 degrees. And this one is, so yeah, this has to be very, this and this are going to be very close to 90 degrees as to minimize how much of this face is exposed. As for the center line, If it goes well. And hey, if you don't think it goes well, I bet it still probably did. But yeah, never feel pressured. We would love to see it regardless, though. Okay. We could do face-to-face here. I actually kind of like that idea. Or we could do it up here. Let's be wacky. Let's be silly. We'll put it right here. Okay. And I want to do it like this. We'll have a SW box. Cheating a bit. Wow, that's so different. That's like crazy. We're going to bring these to 90 degrees as much as we can. This is a very big box. Why am I measuring? Who cares? Intuit it. Use your brain, Kavel. Wait, you don't have one? Dude. What? It's in that range, so we'll be fine. Yo, what's up, Jims? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, and this one. Eyeballing a 90 degree is tough. Cool. Took a nap. How are you? Never got a notification. No. Maybe it's because I streamed at a earlier time, so it freaked the algorithm out. It's like, what the frick? What the frickety frick? Sorry. I've been saying frick a lot as like ironic, and it's been stuck in my vocabulary. I'm doing well. I had a headache earlier, but my meds kicked in, so or my ibuprofen that I took. Feeling a bit better. In a pretty good mood. Itching to draw all day, and I didn't because I played Minecraft, because I guess I let my... Yep. I also had to switch phones, so maybe that's why. It makes sense. I think you should make 20 alt accounts and follow this, or no, how many until affiliate? 22. You need to make 22 alt accounts. So I was looking at my mod actions, and "gonna beat you up" was added as a permitted term by Kavel 7 minutes ago. Sadie's been threatening to beat us up. This is such an awkward angle. I don't like it, but I want to start from the center if I can. Oh, is it still on the screen? Oh yeah, it's at the very top. It's like right there. Yeah, I like that. Good line work so far. I do not have enough room on this page for 2 more cylinders. Oh, you got automated again? I need like a flash on my screen. Oh shoot, I just kicked my... Is it level? need to stop kicking it. Okay, that actually kind of fixed it. Interesting. Okay. We want crazy 9 degree, like crazy degree here. Test of my abilities. Shadow James. Shadow James. Is James just the inverse of Jims? So Shadow James is just Jims? Now we're asking the real questions. It's my new nickname. The one stream, yeah. I'm actually going to start from here because I'm scary and gross and weird, I guess. Never mind, I'm not going to stop from there because I'm normal and well adjusted. We're Baron Delano-less. Bear's probably out going crazy with the graduation. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I didn't ask for Bear's. I didn't get Bear's permission to. Well, that's getting cut out of the VOD. I want to celebrate it. And wow, we didn't hear nothing. Yeah, you guys didn't. Freaking time everybody out. Emote only. Oof, that's very parallel. If not, maybe not. Oof, that's too. Yep, that's wrong. Gosh dang it. Whatever. Okay. And then we will now get banned. Yeah, I messed up and I ban everybody for it. It's very fun. It's a very fun system. You know, this box is so isomorphic or like very parallel. I'll introduce some foreshortening. Bad for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Exactly. Where you're standing, this looks like a 10-carat streak of bad luck. I can't remember exactly what he said. My face when the VP is not VPing? This needs to like move back. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I tried a new angle. I didn't like it. Oh, guys. Okay, this was probably the weirdest thing I've done in a while. There's these two crows that live in my neighborhood. Oh, heck yeah. Let's go, Daily Bella. There's two crows that live in my neighborhood. They just recently moved in this year. Because I've not seen them before, and that's very important. And I see them. I've like found some of their favorite spots, like where they love to get water, where they love to like get food, stuff like that. And it's like the block I'm on, which is like a square. They like all corners of it. So I know they go to my house at some times of the day. I'm probably just not around to see it. Anyways, I saw them at my neighbor's house, so I ran inside and I got some raw almonds and peanuts, and I like walked over to where one crow was, and it like of course flew away, but it flew to the roof and watched me. And so I put some peanuts and almonds on my neighbor's yard or like on their thing, um, like where the crow was sitting, and then I walked away and like went inside my house and peeped out of the out of the window, and the crow got down. It went exactly to where I was, and it got the peanuts and almonds. So I think that is my first successful transaction. Not really a transaction, donation to my soon-to-be crow militia. But yeah, that's and I just probably looked like an idiot in my neighbor's yard. I wasn't like fully in their yard, but I was definitely in it. I looked like I was doing like a drug drop or something. You might have to stay say yeah, that is the thing, but I don't really care if they go to their neighbor's yard or mine. I just care that they have a little treat. So, but that is true. Oh god. Oh my god, I just hit my head. I'm so sorry. Did you guys hear that? But yeah, and I know they come in my yard, and I'm pretty sure I know where they go in my yard. So I'm gonna leave a little treat for them there this morning, like a shaded patch where they always hunt. I love the way crows walk. It's so adorable. It's so awkward and silly. One of them last I saw had a hurt foot, or it was just holding on to something as it was walking. But why not hold it in your beak, right? So that's almost not like anti-parallel. It's like aimed away. You know. I've kind of stopped following Ifrit's design. I mean, it's kind of like him, but I also haven't looked at my reference in a while. That's fine. Fine, taking some artistic liberty. What medium are you working on this in? Are you doing traditional, digital? Digital, huge. What's your drawing program of choice? Man, my fingers were hard pressed there. That's interesting. Yikes! Wow. What was I doing? I've never had this happen before. What, dude? Okay, well that's there now. How's really making sure it's not gonna fly away? Sweaty palms, true. Krita, huge. hoping I could kind of like buffer it out a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm just so nervous. Choked up the last point there. Think about those Corvids. Heck yeah. Corvidae, my beloved. Aren't Blue Jays also in Corvidae? Hey Siri, what family are Blue Jays in? Corvidae. Oh. Why do they suck? How are they in Corvidae yet they suck? Wow, guys, cheap viewers on. Get out of here. Why does it show message deleted by a moderator? I don't get it. That won't be a problem when I make my own chat, but for now it's gonna be there. Playing D&D on Wednesday for the first time. Huge in person, or online, like Roll20. Nope. Love shapeshifters though. Ooh, okay. No, my cheap viewers. Yeah, I think Druid is probably your best bet for that. Bear said she's okay with me mentioning it, but she didn't seem too enthusiastic, so I will not mention it. I'm gonna have to scrub through the VOD now to find where I mentioned it and delete it. I can't remember who the chat member was. But I remember I was like, this was definitely less than 5. And they were like, man, yes, we're super sweaty palms. What am I doing? Yikes. I was like ghosting something a ton. It was like ellipse, and he was just like, draw the damn line already. And I was like, dude. Yeah. Thankfully, I found it more funny than irritating. Backseaters try to tell people what to do when they're playing a new game blind. Exactly. I get it. It's usually out of like a place of passion. But then there are those like meta slaves and stuff who just like want to, it's a control freak kind of behavior. Oh, I'm a bit too low on that one. Or landed, I should say. My aim was perfect. My execution was terrible. Very pling plong type of song. What song is this? Taunt Sky by Launchable Socks for the Tome game. Like Tall and Shy is a good name for this song. Decent box, but then again, these are a tiny bit easier. Anybody, good night. Have a good one, James. Stay well. Get some good sleep. I've been thinking about it. It would be harder to do, but I would like to do earlier streams. Whoa, Rig, very nice ellipses. Very good job. Very nice cylinders as well. Wow. Actually, you just said that too. Perfect timing. Oof. Can never think of what to draw, so I do a lot of that stuff. Huge. Makes sense, makes sense. Here comes some the hardest parts about the cylinder, guys. I did Prokus Perspective Challenge last year and placed third. Ooh, very nice. Very cool. I normally never draw stuff like like I said on YouTube, I normally never draw stuff like this. I draw fluffy dragons and stuff, so don't expect greatness. Don't worry. Plus, I mean, that's kind of unfair, right? To expect like Kim Jong-gi level drawing or anything from random people. If it happens to look good, that'd be awesome, but I don't really care. Or to look good classically, I guess I should say. Oof. We missed by quite a bit. Still, if we're parallel to this, though, I think it's not going to be the end of the world. Or like our minor axis. But this also gives us a new opportunity now. um, to fix what we did wrong here. But a lot of PP lines as well. So make estimating the center a bit easier. This one's gonna be, yeah, super PP. I hate intuiting these because it's like come on. But I find it fruitless to ghost over these ones that are like super parallel 80 times. I feel like that would be a bit of a waste of my time. Like we're chasing a very small margin of error. Jim's dog, Bella. Let's go. Oh, today's Saf's last exam. Oh, so I keep getting distracted by Discord, closing it. Silly me. Alrighty. Logically, we know the ellipse degree is going to be larger up here and even larger than that one. Shifted mine a bit down. I think that was okay. I don't see anything immediately wrong with it, but I'm gonna let this sit there for a second, just dry. It's fun because they give daily prompts for 28 days straight and gave me something different to draw. Ooh, that is super fun. I didn't even see that message. My apologies. Take a sip of water while we're at it. Also, what I think I'm going to do is for all of the Twitch names, for when we make the YouTube combo thing, all the Twitch names will be red, or sorry, this purple. All the YouTube ones will be red. Or we could do icons next to it. So everyone is purple, and then they will have either a Twitch icon next to it or a YouTube icon next to it. Kind of how even right now, like if like Sadie's name, for example, you can see that little icon on the front. Haven't decided totally how I want to do it yet, but why not do both? We could also do that. I also don't know how importing emojis and stuff will work. That is something I just realized I need to look into. Like, is that a typeface or is that just like a little import in the header? Who knows? I bet it's just a simple import in the header. Nothing too crazy. I folded right there. Lots of bowing right there on accident. Ay, ay, ay. I think I got a bit overconfident on this one, so no, yeah, of course. Keep exploring. This is the friction that makes great artists. Cool. Choked on that last one. Degree is still larger, but the shape is a bit off. Um, I think this was okay. Ones with the higher degrees I tend to do better on. Ellipse wise, right here though I kind of messed it up. But yeah, nothing too awful. The paper is starting to warp a bit because of my sweaty hands. But yeah, so we're gonna take a quick brain break and we'll jump into the next ellipse or cylinder. We could also scroll a little bit, just do a little bit of scrolling in Discord. Just a tiny bit. Checking out everybody's art share stuff in the Drawbox Discord. In fact, my Minecraft server has a live map, so I'm gonna stalk my friends and see what they're up to real quick. Just to help my brain. Cool, cool. Okay, well, let us continue to our next one. My face when I pressed the wrong button. I think I need to change my scene binds, but whatever. Oh, I forgot to stop the timer. No, whatever. Cool. So we want to fit 2 more on this page. We have to figure out how. I hate smaller boxes. I truly do. So we have this going right down here, but it's not like we need to draw the correction lines too far. This one is going like this, which is perfectly fine. Those are PP lines as well, so they don't need to go too far. So we can do... there will probably be a super flat one in here. The game is deciding where to put it. We could do it right here and then a taller one facing in. Could work. Or we do one going down right here and then a flat one. Let's do a tall one. Like this, and then we'll find what we can do right there. Let's start with a very small degree on top and then work towards a larger degree on the bottom. Ay, ay, ay. That's the line. I'm not stepping back from that. That's it. That's what my pin decided to do, and that's what we'll stick with for now, I guess. Oh, how I loathe clarity is a big problem for me. Would you mind elaborating on what clarity means to you? How clear something is in a drawing, contrasts and stuff. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hmm. Do you know any of the methods of critiquing that and like fixing that? If you were some master artist, what would you point out? What would you recommend that one does? If you don't have an answer to that, then it's time for a little research, right? This is feeling a tad bit square. Have a good silhouette and lights in nice places. Gotcha, gotcha. Now, why do you not make these decisions, or why do these not typically occur? Once again, hard question. Don't need to answer necessarily, but just food for thought, right? And if you don't have an answer, then research. Ay, ay, ay. I think I'm putting my finger too hard on the page. I try to add lighting in nice places, but uh is had. It's bad, maybe. And well, the silhouette is nice, I suppose. Interesting. Have you ever sought critique from external sources, like drawing discords or any of the like? Try like bending that a bit. Probably more of a practice thing. I'll get there. Yeah, but practice is only so helpful if you have a goal, right? And critique gives us that. It gives us a thing to aim for in our practice. You can do boxes all the time, but it's practically useless if you don't have critique. I'm sure that's a bit of an exaggeration because boxes can be intuited quite well, but more complicated things such as anatomy, composition, etc., you really need the insight of others to improve. I mean, this one's pretty solid. Maybe you can. Yeah, I could try. Just I wouldn't hold my opinion on art in such high regard. Hey, what's up, Delano? Yeah, no, I'm totally cool with it. Just I'm afraid that like I can't offer too much as I'm not too experienced in art. But yeah, if I see anything that I feel like be adjusted, I'd love to help out. Peak song. I'm turning this up. I didn't even know I had Panacea in this. Here we go. Oh, that's part of the issue. If my power goes out during stream, we'll call it there for the night. My lights are a flickering. Wonder if there's a storm going on outside here. I should probably check that real quick. Check my weather app. Oh, What? No. What? None of it's near me. Dude, why are my lights flickering then? Power World is literally eating time. Draw, Delano, draw. Pick up the pen. It calls for you. It says make great things. Should we go complacent in our media or should we make some freaking cool stuff, huh? Draw Pal World characters. Even better. What a wonderful idea. Actually, I'm okay with this one. It's actually a bit. Oops. A lot of bowing there. And bowing just wobbling. Oops. This is why we wait. Anyways. Yeah, it's the second time I've done that. Let's actually wait. Drawing soup intensifies. Choked at the end again. Missed it. Thanks. Cool perspective, and I don't think we've done a terrible job, but mistakes are definitely adding up. Alrighty, here goes nothing. Let that sit for a second. Make it dry. Tired of smearing everything. Okay, let's try it. That wasn't too bad. Minor axis is definitely off. The lasso tool is my friend. Not too bad. Nice, nice. Okay. That was probably 170 something. So, sure, yeah, if you want. Or if you want to wait till you're finished, all up to you. And it's kind of a perfect timing because we're ending stream right now. So, with that being said, everybody, another successful stream. I need to take a break from streaming sometime this week because even though I like it, I do just need a break for myself. Probably tomorrow. I'm scheduled for tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Rig. Great job on your warm-up, dude. Those were great. Zygo in YouTube chat. Sadie Delano Jims. I think that Penguin joined us, of course. Yeah, I think that was everybody. So once again, sincerely, thank you all for joining us tonight, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. Okay, sorry, I was just waiting for the timer. See you guys. Have a good one.